Alright guys, and oh, yeah, well, never mind. And here we go with a live look at the new content update for Wreckfest 2. So yeah, new tracks, we have new cars, and it's gonna be fun. And before we begin, I do have a featured print, you know, like already showcased the Mustang a bunch, so I figured for this one has to be a car, and it's gonna be the Volkswagen Beetle. Probably what, at least here in Israel, it's like the default classic car, so yeah. It's a cool painting, cool print, the link is in the description, and here we go with Wreckfest 2. I need to make sure you can see the comments. Hello, Crash Lounge. Alright, here we go, so as always, single player. Here we go, should be here. Here's a new track. And yeah, so Sunny Noon, Banger Racing, 24 grid size. Yeah, should be good. And yeah, we do have a new car as well, so let's see some car Gore. Body parts coming off and all of that. Deathloop, I haven't seen any Deathloop. I think I know what you mean, and it was a pretty cool track. I think I can probably get the audio up quite a bit. Maybe a little bit less. Alright, this should be good. Hello, Perensejo. Sejo. And by the way, I think that it should have is more AI behavior, so it should be more exciting. Wait a sec, I still have to make it more quiet. So it should be more exciting than what we had in the when I was reviewing it for the analysis. And my impression is indeed that the AI is more aggressive than it was. I haven't played a full round just yet, and yeah. And by the way, we have no resets, so any mistake's gonna be like a fatal one if you go on the side, or how do I have that? If you go on the side or on the rooftop. Gain Eagers? What the hell is Eagers? Yeah, Beam and Cheese indeed still top, and as I mentioned in the review, which I have linked in the description of the stream, I was kinda hoping to see the deformation go a bit more in that direction, because here it isn't quite right, you know, like it's basically very much like in Wreckfest 1. So yeah, you do have deformation at the point of impact, it can deliver some very cool results, but oftentimes, which I'm not really seeing right now much, but oftentimes you can get results that just don't look quite right, and I was hoping to just see a step towards the direction of having more results that hit the sweet spot. And yeah, I was kind of hoping for more in terms of deformation, like still huge fun, like, and I will stream it at every opportunity, but you know what I'm saying. And by the way, apparently this position that the car damage wasn't really improved much ticked a whole bunch of people off. More than I was expecting. It was kind of funny. But it's true, guys, it's true, like, the car damage really hasn't improved much. Unfortunately. And by the way, car damage visually, yeah? So, just to be precise, the visual car damage, that is the deformation and beats coming off. So, as for the character Gore, you actually have character deformations, so the character deforms along with the car, and you do actually have that. I hope I'll, maybe if I can like T-bone someone right in the driver, I should be able to showcase the character deformation. Oh no. Maybe if I get T-boned? Let's see, do I have character deformation? No, so far... No, he seems to be... he ain't happy about it, but... But yeah, but I have actually seen character deformation in both the first game and in this. Yeah, like so, just as your car gets deformed, so can your character. If you get hit badly enough, your character will deform as well, and it's absolutely hilarious. And no ragdolls here, you don't have characters flying out the window. If you do want a more flat out experience, I have streamed several times Trail Out. It's basically, you know, like very heavily, as implied in the name, it's very heavily inspired by Flat Out, and you do have some ragdoll fun there as well. And there's actually a motorcycle DLC that I have streamed on the channel as well. So there's ragdoll stuff. You have like you can like chop people from your Harley. You got like a whole bunch of melee weapons and such. Oh no, no, no realistic injury. Your character just gets kind of like just deformed. No realistic injury. But you know what, speaking of realistic injury, what would be sweet is like a motorcycle game where you do actually have that as a factor, so if you make a mistake, your character breaks an arm, a leg, or perhaps a career-ending injury, and you know, like something with where the stakes are high, and something, you know, kind of like in a sense roguelike, you know, so something where the stakes are high, and if your character has a bad enough injury, that is it. You move on to your next one. You lose the moto, you lose the upgrades. Maybe you get to start with a better moto. On the next run or something. Anyway, back to your comments and trying not to crash and such. No idea about induction upgrades. So you know, like there was actually a motorcycle moto game where it looks like it has almost everything I would want, except for the ragdolls. I forgot the name. The name was Forget how it was called, but it was basically, yeah, like I remember just watching some reviews and it's pretty much what I want, but the ragdolls were absolute shit, like being as calling it shit is being as graceful as I can be. They were really bad, and you know, like definitely no like active ragdolls or anything, just very very poor ragdolls. Very very poor, very very simple ragdolls. Oh no, oh yep. Trying to be as close there as I could. My card is not in a great shape. Yep, Road Redemption, and as I mentioned, so the motorcycle DLC for Trailout is basically like a Road Redemption, basically that. Has ragdolls, has like has actually dismemberment. It's a bit overdone, but in the stream I actually had this very cool moment where it aligned just right and it actually looked really good. It kind of looks like a little bit janky, you know, but I had this moment where the dismemberment looked really really good. Actually I'll have to... Wait, that was a... Alright, I'll do the other map, but I have to up the laps count. European Rallycross, so I haven't... No, it was like 12 laps, was it? Let's make it 15. Maybe it was a small map, and this one's also a new car, which I haven't played yet. So I haven't played this one whatsoever. And let's see how badly we can get banged up. I'd have to up to like perhaps 18 laps to make it most brutal, perhaps. Oh, but by the way, I do like how the engine of this car sounds. Oh man, like something about this really speaks to me. Oh yeah. And since I have no reset, it may be it for me. Maybe. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! You can do it! You can do it! You can do it! You can do it! So close! So close! So close! Wow! Yeah, so. I thought I lost. And then I think no reset is just the absolute best way to play it. But a bad mistake has really bad consequences. Yeah, so those trees are like a... Here we go, yeah, so as you can see, like, he flipped, that is it, like. Unless someone rams him and perhaps, you know, like... He falls correctly, that is it, he remains flipped. I do absolutely love that tree hazard. There goes my attempt to drift my way into the corner and such. Can I like drop him? I wanted him to go off that New area. Oh wow, yeah, like gotta be careful. Oh, this thing just sounds so nice. I do wonder if we'll have someone completely totaled. I think we should be able to. I already see like some cards with not a great deal of health points. And that tree is such a hazard. Those trees. Just such a hazard. I'm not sure I have enough space for a wheel to make it really enjoyable. It's gonna be a bit like tight here. Oh no 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 no. Oh no, oh no. Can I perhaps flip? Can I? That is it for me in this one, and I'm just gonna make yep. Just make it 18 laps to absolutely make sure I can it's kind of like a tight space, so I probably won't be able to have both a wheel here and the mic and have it all be comfortable. You know what? 20 laps. 20 laps. And actually they'll have like sunny noon. Yes, yes. But yeah, but you know, like I've been playing with the arrow keys since I was a kid, so with Need for Speed 3, and I've played, man, I've played so much in NFS 3, and so like, not sure I even want the wheel, to be honest. I tried to make him crash. But yeah, the boats are for sure more aggressive now, it is more fun than when I was reviewing it. And hopefully, if I survive long enough, I'll get to see some totaled vehicles. Hopefully. Oh man, yeah, so... I think someone's already gotten like stuck in the trees there. I mean, you know, like, I would kind of like... If I was to get a wheel, I'd probably get a fancy one. And the shift stick, I would definitely get a shift stick. Because I don't really drive a manual nowadays, but I do miss the manual. And I do want to kind of, like, keep that skill up. pleasant dreams. Yes, so it is a fun game. As I was saying, I would say that the lack of notable upgrades, visual damage wise, to me was quite disappointing, but nonetheless, it's enjoyable. Very, very enjoyable, and I'll be streaming it at every opportunity. No. Yeah, I keep forgetting about those trees. And can I perhaps come out? Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart. I have to remember that turn. And those absolutely deadly trees. But yeah, but this game's a blast. So here's the thing, in terms of like their plans for early access, there was no mention of any improvements to the damage system, to the visual stuff, so I'm not sure if they have it planned. I hope they do. They will have some. And I talked about it in the review, like perhaps the easiest thing they can make is just having debris stay, and that would make a massive difference, just having the option to have the wreckage debris stay, and really mess the tracks up big time. And the option of having more severe consequences to the crashes, because I'm right now on the realistic config, and while rally cars are kind of like more resilient than you know, just your street sedan, they still take more abuse than they should, because both in the demonstration and in the review you could see cars get mangled up very, very badly, and they keep driving when they really shouldn't. So I think that even without making huge improvements to the deformation, which of course would also be fantastic, I do think there are ways of enhancing the experience, and debris absolutely should be one of them. And while not totaled, the turned over cars, yeah, they're basically a new obstacle on the track, which I absolutely love. And perhaps I'll go with the wrecker option for the next one, just to like maximize the carnage. Just to get totaled cars even earlier. But yeah, I do have a sense of self-preservation. The AI did get more aggressive and seems like a little bit better perhaps since the initial early access release. Yes, so as for like loud car crashes, I will say just my very... I think we had a total car. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Already, yes, so we do have now... Okay, we're just in lap 6. And we already have 2 totaled cars. Which is just absolutely beautiful. Alright, so as for car crashes... Like, yeah, they probably should be loud. Oh yeah, They definitely should be quite loud because, you know, like this one time, it was nighttime, I'm just sitting on the PC before going to bed, and I hear like, wait a sec, okay, yes, so, yeah. So I hear this very loud sound of brakes, and a very loud sound of a crash, so someone was driving like a complete moron, in a speed in which they really shouldn't. And you know, like, it wasn't right on the road, it was like on a nearby road. So that crash was pretty damn loud, so realistically, yeah, like, crashes, especially the high speed ones, should be pretty bloody loud. Yeah, but I think perhaps configurability is always the best option. If you don't want the, you know, like for anyone suffering with hearing issues. Because what we have here is very reasonable. So yeah, I do actually remember that very vividly in the very aggressive braking, followed by quite a boom. Hey Dimitri, yes, so I haven't seen you here in a while. Top 3 goriest games, so the ones you really can't go wrong with are Dead Island 2, just for the absolutely mind-blowing body damage, The Last of Us 2, and actually even the remake of The Last of Us 1, perfectly adequate. And if you have VR, Blood Trail is also quite something. Like, it was just so very impactful when I was playing it. You know, like, quite a way to start with VR and really set a standard that can take a while for a game to really meet. Wait, so update for Blood Trail 2 days ago. I'll have to look into it. I'll absolutely have to look into it and perhaps probably stream it next week. If indeed there is a new update I haven't played yet. Alright, so yeah, so 10th lap and we have many carcasses laying around. And pretty much everyone's in really bad shape. Really bad shape. Oh man, I played so much of 2005 Most Wanted. Dude, I played it so much, you have no idea. Oh man, such a cool game, such a cool game. Man, I really enjoyed it. It's probably, I imagine, it's probably not on GOG, I suppose. I think with all of the licensing and stuff, it gets kinda weird. By the way, do we have like deformation on this guy? No, like no deformation on him, huh? Well, maybe he needs like a few more like T-bone crashes to deform him, because I'm pretty sure like I even have in the review of the first Wreckfest the character deformation, and I'm pretty sure I saw deformation here as well. But maybe I remember it wrong. I'll have to check out every single that car we have here. Are you deformed? Nah, not really, not really. How about you? Maybe kind of. Can't see very well, but perhaps he's mildly deformed. Not sure. Okay, so more deformation checking. How about you? How about you? Nah, not deformed. And perhaps I just remembered the deformation wrong. It was definitely in the first game. I thought I saw it here as well, but maybe guess not. Or maybe it takes just a much higher threshold of abuse to deform the driver. And the scientific experiment continues. Yeah, he's kind of like hanging outside. He has this pillar go right through him, so well, perhaps on deformation we do have impalement. Yeah, guys, look at that. I can't confirm deformation. We do have impalement. Through his side, right into his leg, I think, yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, guys, we do have brutality here. Doesn't come with the body damage or the blood effects, but brutal impairment. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I do appreciate that. I do remember you, of course, very clearly from the comments. And it is always nice seeing your comments. So, I mean, you know, like, the bot in the first place, my best hope is that he just kind of, like, crashes into one of those wrecked cars. Which, by the way, can happen, like, I had this time in... don't remember if... yeah, probably in Wreckfest 1, and, like, some bot just go way ahead. And then he crashes into a obstacle on the track. And got the first spot. Or I can crash while looking into you. At your comments. And all of that. So apparently someone has been totaled. And maybe... nah. You know, even with the engine... speaking of like damage sounds, I do actually very much like how the damaged engines sound different. It's a very cool feature. And as I was gonna say, even in this damaged state, still sounds kinda cute. And yeah, so one thing I actually don't remember from the review is the wrecked cars are still kind of like going, huh? That's right, because in the when I was doing the review, the AI was less aggressive, and not sure I had very many totaled cars actually in the when I was working on the review. Probably had some, but because I have played it for a decent while, but even with many laps, even on the map where you have a high chance of head-on collision, there really weren't too many wrecked ones completely, and don't remember them kind of like driving around for a little bit. So that seems kind of new. So the best chance to perhaps get to a better position right now is hope that one of the leading drivers makes a mistake. Crashes into something, and because I really have no chance to make anyone to spin out or force someone to crash. Okay, yeah, so there goes my hope for the first place guy crashing, which is a bit unfortunate. But it kind of feels like after all the initial madness, most have sort of just kind of settled down in their place. Alright. So how many were wrecked? Yeah, quite a lot were wrecked. Let's go back to the other new map, the one with yeah, FinnCross circuit. Also 20 laps, and yeah, I'll keep the car damage with realistic. And I'll keep with this very cute sounding engine. Just a lovely little thing. And here we go. I do really like the trees hazard in that previous map. I'll have to play it again after I'm done with this one. For sure. Oh no, okay, so it's gonna be hard to recover after this, but entirely possible. Entirely possible as long as I kind of like avoid any bad mistakes. I was kinda in a previous position in the last one and finished 4th. so do I have a chance? As long as I avoid bad crashes, I do have a chance to get to something nice, perhaps? Oh no, oh no. Lucky to not have been rammed. Then and we have the first guy to go. As I was saying, don't crash, you can get ahead, even if you are in the last position. Trying to kind of like carefully slam them and stuff. Alright, close call, close call. Very, very close call. And it's war out here, it's brutal. No mercy for anyone. Air. Had quite a bit of a pile up over here. And almost. I'll still get him. Banged myself up as well, but it was totally worth it, I would say. I can still do it, They have 13 more laps to crash plenty of times. And I just gotta avoid the really bad ones. Alright, yeah. And yeah, you can try to get someone and you really pay for it. It's a part of it. Perhaps the smartest way to go about it is just to try to minimize and avoid contact, but the keyword there would be smartest, not most fun, and that isn't what I'm really after. Because in this game, a really good crash is gonna be more satisfying than a win in a race. Particularly if you cause it to an opponent. But it can be used well in a moment of bad judgment. With you paying for it dearly. So that's probably the way to win, as I handled this guy, but it ain't as fun as trying to make someone crash, perhaps succeeding, perhaps failing, but I absolutely have to crash. You hear that, bot 18? Oh, someone even overtook him, as it seems. Alright. So I'll try to crash them out one by one, perhaps? Which may or may not work, as I was saying. And you will have the bots returning the favor. Oh no. See, failed interception and I paid for it. Still no regrets whatsoever. Also definitely not. As for the new Doom game... Oh no. Can I perhaps be turned over? Perhaps? I was looking in the comments. Come on. Okay, yes. Alright, yeah, so... As for the new Doom game, yeah, it really isn't the kind of character damage I was talking about. You know, like, you have variations mapped across the body. They make the response more fun, for sure, like... But it isn't... You don't feel like you're tearing anything apart. Definitely not the big guys. And as I mentioned in the review of Dead Island 2, if there was a game that could truly make bullet spongy characters feel actually responsive, it was Dead Island 2 with the flash system. Like, that was the game that could do it. And eventually, you know, they went for whatever they went, and they basically went for a very mild cat scratch type of damage. So, for example, we have a bullet spongy boss character. So the first slices you do at him, it's kind of like cat scratch to him. He's barely moved by it, and as you damage him, he gets then he gets banged up, and as you damage him, the damage becomes more visible. So first one's just cat scratch, then more serious, And at the very end, you have like a boss character who doesn't really look more mangled than any other zombie on the map. Which is a big fat miss out, because, you know, like, you have the most advanced multiplayer system out there that really could deliver badly banged up characters. Badly banged up characters. Where he could look like a complete wreck and still be kind of like coming at you. But yeah, they just went for more of the gamey stuff, unfortunately. Yeah, Milk, I am actually checking occasionally the Nexus for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and definitely hoping that with all of the mod tools, someone can figure out how to make a good blood mod for it. Not sure how deep are the capabilities of CryEngine, which I believe it is on, but you know, if someone can pull up... A while back I've covered a mod and I forgot who made it. I think Aukar perhaps made the mod. There was a really good mod for Crysis that actually got functional wounds. You would actually have even a difference between wounds on clothing and on the face. And you would have consistent blood spinning as well. I was very impressed by that mod, and you know, like being a fan of Crysis and having the response mechanics there be a little bit lackluster. It was a really cool mod. So if perhaps someone can pull an Aukar on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, that would be pretty bloody sweet. Actually, I'm planning to do another stream of that Crysis Blood mod, just because I enjoyed so damn much. So I will say my personal beef with the new... With basically, I think, most of the Doom reboot from the 2016, though I think it was the best game by far, in terms of tone and overall direction. So my biggest beef with it is that, you know, like, you basically have those fodder characters, and if you play the old Doom games, particularly with Brutal Doom, every single character is so damn fun to mess up. From the simple soldiers, and actually no, like, with the limitations of Doom, of the old Doom, you really can't have a great deal of damage to the big bullet spongy ones and have it be fun, but the small characters in Brutal Doom are so damn satisfying with whatever you use. Just feels so weighty, so detailed, and in the new Doom games, to a lesser degree with 2016, but it's gotten very weightless in Eternal, and it continued in that direction with the Dark Ages. You just have this meaningless fodder that's basically only there to give you ammo and stuff, and killing it is also just weightless, you know, like, they get cut in half weightlessly, everything just kind of like very happens very weightlessly, and I assume it is all for the reason being of it being a so-called power fantasy, which I think is a cringe term to begin with, to be honest. I don't know, like, I can honestly say I never played a game in my life with the purpose of a power fantasy. You know, like, a brutal game where you're like You know, any game. You're usually playing someone stronger than you are in real life, really. At least I think most of us. But it was never really, I think, ever a so-called power fantasy to me. Just brutal, fast-paced, slow-paced action, playing a big giant mech or whatever. Or playing, you know, like a small, vulnerable soldier in the chaos of battle. Or you are like a very small cog in a brutal fight. Oh, I think I got him, yeah. But I guess so, third weapon we already have the first guy totaled. And I've had a bit of a hand in that. Oh no. Yep. Am I stuck? So anyway, really not a fan of the whole power fantasy thing they've went with the new Doom games. And I do actually like how the wrecked cars are still kind of like going around for a little bit. Over here. They are totaled, but they can still keep slowly moving and just causing more potential for crashes, and that is absolutely beautiful. Crashes is the essence of this game. Oh yeah, oh yeah. See, as I was saying, even at the risk of losing your spot, it's so fun making someone crash. And even if it leads to a failed attempt, it is totally worth it. So it's kind of like now personal between me and bot 27. Yeah, okay, yeah, so those trees have been the cause of much trouble earlier in the stream. So quite happy to not have crashed in that. I think I caused a bit of a crash. Like, it is intense. And when you are that banged up, as you can see, health points 36, it pretty much becomes a survival experience. No, 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 no. Okay, whew. It could have been way, way worse. I'm kind of trying to survive because let's look at the state of my car, whatever the hell it is. Yeah, kind of banged up. And do I have deformation? Not really seeing deformation on the player character. NLP, and this game is fun indeed. And the AI is actually more aggressive now, so you do have more fun results. And you have this place where if you come in here fast, those trees are very much a very real hazard. And they've caused me much trouble earlier in the stream. You know, for this game, that probably wouldn't fit the tone, most likely, but yeah, you do have what's it called? Trail out for ragdoll fun. But you do actually have like some viewers of the event that you can run over. Where you do have like the drivers kind of like if you have a car get totaled, you'll have the driver kind of like stand in a confused state for a little bit. And you can run him over. They also have dismemberment, I think, in the Moto DLC. I think not for car impacts, but you can actually like chop someone's head off in a racing game. It is fun. Once again, trying to read the comments as I'm playing this. It doesn't always work out well. Oh, dude, that is obscenity you're saying. That is pretty much obscene. I get that you're trolling, but that is, even for a joke, it is pretty obscene. Maybe I can regain my third place again. Yes. And there it goes. Hi, I'm in second place, look at that. Just gotta survive those five final laps, and I can maybe get the first place, the second place at least. Maybe if the first place guy crash, I'll be able to have the first place. Come on. Let's see how badly banged up my car is. Yeah, I wouldn't really take this out on the road. It definitely looked prettier when I was getting started. I've probably remembered the character deformation wrong. It was definitely in the first Wreckfest, not here. And everyone's just so badly banged up, it's so beautiful. And right now I'm trying to play smart, so he isn't contending on the on my position, so he can overtake me if he wants. Whew. What a relief. Now if perhaps spot when the two can crash and become an obstacle and crash into about 30, perhaps I can win. I can still win this thing. Maybe. Alright, so some of my ways to find the games and mods for coverage on the channel. So basically, I follow a bunch of devs on Twitter, and they'll often kind of like retweet each other. So I'll usually find their more destruction stuff. Not so much gore. So Twitter is one. What else? The channel's Discord. So people just they come there, they post their own projects, and they post cool stuff they came across. So they'll find many games and mods have been posted there first. At times the PC gaming Reddit, though usually by the time it gets there, I already have it either on the Discord or on the Twitter. So pretty much the channel's Discord. Basically the community. Suggestions here in the comments also have been a big source of material for videos here on the channel. And yeah, I do have a list of about 100 and something devs I'm following on Twitter. Yeah, so I covered, I think, Kazanos RDR2 mod. I've covered the Ragdoll mod way long ago. Twitter is same handle as everywhere, but in the bad. No brackets or, of course, no space or anything. I can do with fourth. Anyway, in conclusion, so as I mentioned, the AI is more aggressive and you will have just more fun results. The new maps are fun, so particularly in this one I just played, The trees, if you go there, if you come into it too fast, they absolutely become a hazard. And the thing is very fun. And yes, so nice maps, nice cars. I do actually very much like the one I was playing right now. It's kind of like I like the engine sound, just sounds kind of cute, I would say. So yeah, so it's coming along. Not sure if they have any plans to improve the car damage or any aspect of response. I hope they will, I very much hope they will. I have a full video with feedback on that. I have it linked here at the description, near the top, and yes, so hopefully we'll be seeing improvements to the damage stuff as well. So I'll see you all next week with something else. I have seen the comment about Blood Trail getting an update, and if there really is a good update for Blood Trail, yeah, I'll gladly stream that. Always a blast streaming Blood Trail, so I'll see you then, perhaps with Blood Trail.